when I think of myself at like 6 years old or 13 years old or 18, like when you're just you without, you know, any expectation, right? You're just you. I try to hold on to that version of myself every day. I'm L. I'm from this amazing city, New York as they call it. And I make cool shit sometimes, and get paid for it. That's the important part. I had no idea. I wanted to be a fucking astronaut at one point in my life, a fucking music video director. I wanted to be a rapper. I wanted to be a basketball player. I wanted to have my own t-shirt brand, you know, like I changed what I wanted to do all the time. And then I fell into creative strategy. Like someone was just like, yo, I think you might, you already kind of do it. And then when I found it, like when I started working at Complex, it was the first time in my life where I had a job that I felt like matched my identity as a person, where I was like, nah, this is what I do. Like, it's not just what I do, it's who I am.
You were saying you took all these opportunities, you're like, fuck it, I don't care what I have to do, just want to get in the door. But like, you're eating shit, but then being able to look back and be like, damn, I'm grateful.
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I spent my whole 20s in the shit, doing shit I didn't want to do, to then be 33 years old, and then be like, everything I did, finally, I've seen a return on investment. And it's like, you gotta have that patience. It's a long game. And like, you want it to be a long game. So I'm like, if I peaked at 25, that's crazy. And then I came back into the real world and I was just like, fuck, I don't think anyone cares how fast I can assemble an M4. How does this translate? But what it translated to me was, I knew what it was like to work for no money and to do shit I didn't want to do. So when all of my friends were complaining, I was like, bro, I'm not getting yelled at. I can wear whatever I want. Of course I'll work here. This is fucking great.
Waking up at 5 a.m.?
Yeah, so I was just willing to do shit jobs and do free internship. I was willing to do it all. I was like, just don't send me back. I mean, it's also, you're forced to just believe in yourself. You're like, yo, all I got is $5, a joint, and myself.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? So I was always willing to do the things someone didn't want to do. I just want to say hi to you.
How's everything?
Good, good, good. You good? Sorry.
How many people who work there were working there when you were there?
Not many. I feel like Kith had like different graduating classes. Like the class I was a part of, there were still remnants of like the OGs that started it all. The privilege is still the same. Like Kith was and will always be a part of my blueprint of like how I got here. And I'll never forget that.
You were just genuinely a fan of what you were doing, good at it, and kind of understood the connects between the people you were helping out. How did you develop that skill to tell these stories and like package ideas?
What you don't realize is, yeah, even as a salesperson, I'm pitching something every day. I'm like, here's this shoe that I didn't make from a company I don't really work for. Buy it, you know, like you're learning those things where it's like, once I got into like corporate America and got into an office and saw people that had more traditional like backgrounds and skill sets, like, yeah, they had sick ideas and they knew all these big fancy words, but they can't sell shit. You know, they don't know even how to present their idea. So it's like, you have to be willing to fail, but you also have to realize that it's not gonna be the things that you necessarily learn in school or that you look up on the internet. Like, sometimes you just have to do shit. You have to experience shit. Yeah, you don't even think about it, and then later, now I'm like, oh, I got the juice.
So I guess the question of the day though, so what does create more mean to you?
Create more. So like to create more to me is like really just kind of passing the baton, right? We were talking about POV or like aging out of something. There are gonna be some things that like I don't have the ability to speak on or resonate with, or stories that I don't have the origin tale to tell. So it's like, it's on me now to make sure I tell you, and that you tell someone else, and then that person tells someone else. Creating more is like
A legacy.
passing it around. Yeah, it's like, how do we keep telling this story in a million different ways over the next decade?
Effective.
Yeah, like I could all day come up with shit, do this, I'm gonna do that. But if I teach you what I know, share my stories with you, get creative with you, spark some light in you, and then you do that in someone else, you're creating stories forever, even after you're gone.